And Moon River, I'm going to put the metronome on, and I've got it marked up at 60. If that's too fast, then you can set it at a lower number if you want, that's fine. This is really to get a feeling of the pulse of the music here, because you need to match the pulse of the left hand and the pulse of the right hand, because they weren't matching in your lesson. So practice the left hand first, so you get the quavers moving. I don't think it's the quavers so much, I think it's where the notes are going to, where your thumb ends up. Alright, and then the second line, each of the crotchets must fit the beat, because you were rushing them slightly. Okay, so good left hand practice will help with that. Don't do too much at the time. I'm just going to stop in the middle of the third line. Okay, so that's one section I would perhaps practice. So try to get that going in a beat. Then the right hand should fit the same, so don't rush the quavers from the beginning. I think it flows better. Now onto the melody in line 2. So you will have to patiently wait the beat out. And so on, okay? So if I put that together from the beginning. If it's too fast, you can slow the speed down even more. It's more about feeling a regular pulse all the way through the music. And then just a couple of corrections on the 4th line down. Just check those 2 flats in the left hand. That's B flat and A flat. I take the bar before. So maybe practice those 2 bars. Then I would say the 1, 2, 3, 4 next bars are more difficult, so take them as a separate practice. So I'm going to start from the middle C and the A, that's my thumb and 5, and these quavers in the left hand, that should be a 3rd finger, sorry. So tie the 4th finger, then maybe jump the 4 to the A, another tie, and again jump the 4 to the G this time, and then you've got this awkward fingering in the bar, which if you can do it, it's easier I think in the long run, because it means you can do a nice join from the C natural to the B and hold the A above it. And the left hand, try to put the 2nd finger on that D. I think you're putting the 3rd finger, which I'm not sure works as well. So try to put the 2 on the D, then just check out those notes F and G. Sorry, get that right. G and F, run the other way. All right. So the fingering I put in this bar here, if you can see that one, that's 1, 2, 3 bars in on the 4th line of music. I used 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3. Hold the tie with the 4, then move the 4 to the A. Again, hold the 4 on the A, move it to G, then if you can stretch to 2 and 5, thumb to the B. So do some careful practice, hands separately and hands together, that little section. Then on the next line, next page rather, you can miss out that top E at the end of the line. So put a 3rd finger on that last E in the right hand. Because if I went just before that from the middle C, where that D is tied, then I can go 3rd finger to E, thumb to C, and then I put some more fingering in here, a bit like the bar I did just a minute ago on the other page. 2 on E, 3 to G, 5 to C, then hop the 5 over to the D, G, and then these quavers I would start on the 4th finger. So the 2 is on the G, and again next line 5 this time. So you end up with 3 on the dotted minim G, C, take the 4 to the F, D, which is tied, then 3 to the E, and then finish on the thumb on middle C. So just go through all that fingering and write it in. The left hand is a little bit of choice really. If I take it from the bar where it's got 3, 4 written at the beginning, okay, so most of the left hand you're using 5, 2 and 1. Watch the F sharp there, that's a big stretch, okay. Now, you could go to a 3, I tend to go to a 4 on the E flat. It's a bit of a funny chord, that one. Okay, and then 4 on the next E, which is E natural. Then it's up to you, you can use 3 or 4 on these bottom notes. But I would say from the end of the line, 5, definitely, if you can, put that 5 on that last bar, the E, because then it goes nicely to the 4th finger on the F crotchet, and then back again to the 5. So you've sort of got a pattern of those 3 bars that works well. Then you've got to jump down to A. Try and slip the 5 in on that minim D, middle C. Sorry, I'm covering my hand up. Then you've got the chord with 2 and 4, and then jump to 5. Let me do that without covering my hand up. So I'm going to go back to the jump down on the A at the bottom line, and I slipped the 5 into the D, C, the little chord, and then finish. Okay, so it's quite a long piece of music, so take it in sort of small chunks, sort of 8, 10 bars, something like that. Do a different section when you practice. Do the end, do the last line one practice, that middle nasty bit another practice. So mix it up a bit.